Speed, distance, and time. To find out more about this, let's ask the help of our two little friends. That little dog driving the red car is Moon Moon, while the little cat driving the blue car is Cato. So let's say both of them have a certain speed. Moon Moon drives for 50 kilometers per hour, while Cato drives 40 kilometers per hour. Those are their speed, but what does it mean? Well, it means that, let's say they are on a race, but we time it. Then if they both start at 3 o'clock, at 4 o'clock or 1 hour later, Moon Moon would have traveled 50 kilometers, while Cato have traveled for 40 kilometers. So the speed means the distance traveled in an amount of time. 50 kilometers per hour means that in 1 hour, Moon Moon travels for 50 kilometers, while 40 kilometers per hour means Cato travels for 40 kilometers in 1 hour. So what if it's for 2 hours? Well, because 1 hour for Moon Moon is 50 kilometers, then 2 hours will be 100 kilometers. For Cato, 1 hour is 40 kilometers, then 2 hours means 80 kilometers. Therefore, to find out the distance that has been traveled by someone, we can multiply the speed and the time. Now, let's say both of them still have the same speed, but this time they are racing on the same distance, 200 kilometers. How long does it take for Moon Moon and Cato to travel those distances? Well, we can write it like this. For Moon Moon, in 1 hour, he travels for 50 kilometers. And for Cato, in 1 hour, he travels for 40 kilometers. Therefore, if we do the multiplications, we will find out that to get to 200 kilometers, Moon Moon needs 4 hours, while to get to 200 kilometers, Cato needs 5 hours. Now we can also figure this out by doing division. For Moon Moon, to get the time, we can just divide 200 by 50 equals to 4. And for Cato, we can just divide 200 by 40, which is 5. Therefore, to find the time needed to travel a certain distance, we can do distance divided by speed. Next, this time, we don't know their speed yet, but we know that both of them travels 100 kilometers, but for Moon Moon, he needs 5 hours, and for Cato, he needs 4 hours. So how do we figure out the speed? Well, we can start by trying to cut the distance into several parts. For Moon Moon, that 100 kilometers can be divided into 5 parts because each part is 1 hour. The same goes for Moon Moon. 100 kilometers is divided into 4 parts and each part is 1 hour. That 1 hour, the one that is marked, represents the distance that is traveled by each of them in 1 hour. So, how far is 100 divided by 5? That will be 20 kilometers. Therefore, Moon Moon's speed is 20 kilometers in 1 hour or per hour. While for Cato, 100 divided by 4 is 25. Therefore, his speed is 25 kilometers per hour. Based on this, we know that to find out the speed of something, we can just divide the distance by the time. So let's recap. Look at this triangle. This might help you to remember the numbers to calculate speed, distance, and time. To find distance, you multiply the 2 letters on the bottom because they are side by side. To find time, you can divide distance by speed because distance is on top and speed is on the bottom. While to get speed, distance is divided by time because again distance is on the top while time is on the bottom. Now let's take a look at some examples. Pay attention to these 3 questions. Pause the video as long as you like if you want to figure it out by yourself. and the answers will be revealed after this. So for number one, we know the speed and we know the time. Okay, the speed means 1 minute is 45 meters. And therefore, to find out the distance in 10 minutes, we just simply need to multiply 45 by 10, which is 450 meters. For number two, be careful. This is kind of a tricky question because the units are a bit different. The speed is 500 centimeter per second, while the distance is in meter. So we should start by making the units the same first. 100 meters is 10,000 centimeters. Therefore, if we know that 500 centimeter is covered in 1 second, to cover 10,000 centimeter, we need to divide 10,000 by 500, the distance divided by the speed. The answer is 20 seconds. Number three is also the same as in we should start by doing conversion first. We know that the time is 30 minutes, but the speed should be written in kilometer per hour. So let's change 30 minutes into hour, which is half an hour. Now we know that in half an hour, Una travels for 35 kilometers. So we need to find out how far will she go in 1 hour. Okay, you can just simply do 35 times 2, or using the formula that we have learned, we can do distance divided by time. 35 divided by half, which is the same as 35 times 2 over 1, which is the same as 70 kilometers per hour. Thank you and good luck.